Hi, everyone. Joslin Jaguars. It's great to be able to talk to you all today. My name's Eddie Morales, and I'm state representative for House District 74. It's in South Central Texas on the border, and it goes all the way out to West Texas and the outskirts of El Paso. I was asked to speak to you all today by Mrs. Larissa Iruegas, who's originally from Eagle Pass and then also is now, as you know, teaching y'all, and Miss Stephanie Turner. So I want to thank them for the opportunity to speak to you all today. So they sent me a set of questions that I plan on reading and then answering for you all. The first one is, what is a typical day like here at the Austin Capitol now that we're in session and we're trying to pass bills? So a typical day starts around 7 o'clock for me, where I end up waking up and being able to work out, and then hopefully making it to Austin Capitol by around 9 o'clock so that I can participate in either committee meetings that we have or going to the House floor where bills are set and heard and then are voted out, and they eventually, hopefully, end up passing also on the Senate side so that they become a law. Right now, we're already seeing that we start like around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and we end up being here at 3, 5 o'clock, or even later in the afternoon. And then after that, we start our day having committee hearings. Each one of the state representatives, there's 150 of us, are appointed to committees depending on the subject. Like I'm in Homeland, and I'm also on Defense and Veterans on those two committees. And so I have to hear bills that are referred there, and then the members in that committee vote them out, and then they end up on the House floor. So it's very busy. Sometimes we've stayed here till midnight. Some other times we've stayed here till 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. That's how much work we have. But it's very rewarding, so we like it. The next question is, what type of education or training do you need? Well, I graduated from the University of Texas with a government degree and a double minor in business and Spanish. You really don't need a particular kind of degree, but it helps to have like something that's government related or a government background, but because then you have a better understanding of how a bill becomes a law and how the process works here in the Austin Capitol. But for example, there's some of my colleagues are veterinarians. We have doctors also, surgeons. We have small business owners, and all people from all walks of life that end up being state representatives. And that's the beauty of it, because then you have all these different experiences and different backgrounds that come into play, and they help us draft these bills that eventually become law and hopefully help all Texans. The next question is, what classes or subjects do I need to study now if I want to do this kind of work? So I would recommend classes that are either social studies or government, as I mentioned before, so that you can have a good understanding of how a bill becomes a law. But it also helps just to have a lot of reading skills, writing skills, making sure that you go to and take speech classes, because you have to be able to talk to people, back home in your district when you have meetings or town halls, and you need to be able to talk to your different constituents that vote for you. And even those that don't vote for you, they'll have questions for you, and you have to be able to answer them and answer them correctly. And then also here on the House floor, you have to go either the front mic or the back microphone, and you also have to make sure that you're talking about the bill and that you understand it and you have knowledge of it and that you do a good job in it. So I would recommend those sorts of subjects so that you can better learn, how to speak effectively and be a good state representative. Next question is, do you enjoy your work? Of course I do. It's a lot of work. My primary job, I'm an attorney because after I went to the University of Texas, I then went on further, and I went to St. Mary's Law School and graduated from St. Mary's Law School and then passed the bar. So that's my primary job, in addition to also being a small business owner of a small tortilla factory that's been in the family for over 33 years back in Eagle Pass. So I do both of those things, and I have also some other business interests in apartments and commercial buildings. So I think all of that background has helped me shaped me and being the best type of state representative because of all those experiences. So definitely go out there, try to get as much experience as possible so that then you can become a good state representative representing all of your district if you ever decide to run for office. Last question is, what is special about your work? So I think what is special about our work is that we're taking part in history. You know, what we do and the decisions that we make this year on the House floor during this legislative session actually have an impact, not only on today, but on future generations and on tomorrow. So that's what makes it very rewarding. And that's why I enjoy doing what I do as far as being a state representative and using all of my experiences and all of my backgrounds and all of my studies that I had both in elementary, junior high, high school, college, and then also law school. So hopefully that helps you have a better understanding what a state representative does. If you still have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Both your teachers have my contact information. It was great speaking to you all and telling you a little bit more about the legislative session and the work that we do as state representatives. You all have a great day.